Hi guys, and welcome to Cooking with Kelly and Angel. Everywhere I go he has to be too. Sorry that the voice doesn't seem to match the video in this. I don't know why that's happening. All I know is it is happening. So anyway, we're going to go into my kitchen today and make the Impossible Pumpkin Pie Cupcakes. This is a recipe that was going around Facebook, and it's Thanksgiving here in Canada, so I thought I would make these and take them to the dinner I was invited to. So to start off, what you're going to need is 15 ounces of pumpkin puree. In the States, you might be able to get a 15-ounce can of pumpkin puree, but here in Canada, we have huge cans of pumpkin puree. Now the can might not say puree, it might just say pure pumpkin. Do not get pumpkin pie filling, please. And if you're in Canada, you end up with a huge 796 milliliter can of this stuff, which the rest, I have no clue what I'm going to do. The next thing that we have is, where is it? There it is. A half a cup of white sugar. Then you have a quarter cup of brown sugar, 2 large eggs. You get a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I use the pure stuff. 3/4 cup of evaporated milk. Once again, do not make the mistake that I made and end up with a lovely can of condensed milk, which now I have no idea with what I'm going to do. I love when I go to cook. 2/3 a cup of all-purpose flour. And then you have in here, I'll open this up just one second. Inside my little spicy tin, I have the following: 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, or less if you're me, 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice, which I got at a bulk food store, and that's all you have in there. So that is literally all of the ingredients. Wow, what the hell is that? Cruising right along to our next step, what you're going to do is get out a big mixing bowl, and you're going to mix your pumpkin puree, both of your sugars, your eggs, your vanilla, and your milk, all in a bowl like this, and you're going to mix, 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 mix until it looks like this. And all I used was a regular everyday spoon, and I just whipped it around a few times, and I did not need a beater. You don't have to use one, and that's what it turns out like. So then after you get it mixed to a nice little consistency, you're going to pour in the rest, which consists of the flour, woohoo, and all your little baking powder, spices, blah, 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 okay? And then you mix it up, once again, just with a spoon, until it looks like. So as you can see, all I'm using again is a spoon. And I got it all over me. Awesome. Okay. So when you first stir in your flour, you might end up thinking like, oh my gosh, there's going to be lumps. But the more you stir, the flour just disappears. Really, it does. You might get a lump or two. Little wee one, which I like to smush out the sides. Looking good. I also have my hands washed, okay people? Don't worry. I haven't grabbed the cat or anything in the meantime. And it should end up just looking like that. All it is the same as we had before, basically with a little bit thicker consistency. Do make sure your oven is at 350 before you start. I know I didn't tell you that. But yeah, it's 350, and just kind of wait for it to heat up a little bit. And get out your muffin tin. Now, please do not use paper liners. The recipe specifically says that in capital letters everywhere I looked. So I have a really good pan that doesn't need to be sprayed or doesn't need butter on it or anything. But if you do have one, just use like a Pam spray, I guess, or whatever kind of spray that you do use. So, when you're ready to pour, you get out a mug or whatever it is that you use to pour into these little things, and you fill your cups 1/3 full. And if you happen to make a massive error like me and start to fill them up a little bit too high, 1/3 full, look at that, you just take some out and put it in another one. That was pretty simple. Because these suckers are not supposed to come out like muffins, okay? They're supposed to end up looking like little pies. You'll see when they're done baking what I'm talking about. So don't worry about making little errors. They're easy to fix. Here's my muffin tin with the pumpkin puree in it, and they are 1/3 to almost half full. And then the next step is to come on over here and do this. And taste it just to make sure. You might need another taste. And maybe another one. Oh my god, is that ever tasty? And I don't even usually like pumpkin pie. Yum! Alright, let's get back to business. I'm just going to open up, just so you can see. They're in the oven, and they will bake for 20 minutes. While your pumpkin muffins / cupcakes are cooking in the oven, you could take that 20 minutes to do your dishes. Or, if you feel more inclined, you could let the baby in so that he could go and eat his food. There he goes. We've got 6 minutes to go. Let's sneak up on them and see how they're doing. Whee! They look really awesome. Woohoo! Time to come out, little cupcakes. Now when you get them up, if they fall, that's okay. They're kind of supposed to do that, because they want to end up looking like pies. So, when you put them up in the oven, if they look like they're starting to sink, it's okay. Sink, damn it. You're supposed to sink. Okay, I'm just going to give them some time to cool off, and hopefully when we come back, they will have sunk. Later. So here we are after they've cooled down, and sometimes they're not easy to get out apparently. So what I do is I take a spatula and I go in, and all I do is go around and around, lift it, and it will come out after that. So I had some leftover batter and I thought I would make some more. I was only able to make 6 more, but where are the other ones? They are over here, and this is exactly what they are supposed to look like. So far so good, thank God. When it comes to icing these little guys, there are many ways to go. You can use the real whipped cream. Yeah, real. In a can. You can make the whipped cream if you wanted to. You could get the whipped cream cheese frosting, or you could make the cream cheese frosting using these fine ingredients.